It's, you're losing it a little bit, buddy. How you doing? Hey, sit. Yep, we at the park right now, about to do day 2 with Mozzie, our reactive mini Australian Shepherd that is only reactive because he has a harness. Took the harness off, reactivity calmed down probably like 40% right away, so now it's about just teaching him what the right thing to do is. He also has low confidence, I think. He doesn't have a lot of confidence because I don't know if he's had a lot of independence. All right, so he needs a little bit more independence, which means in times where he wants to get close to us because he doesn't feel confident, then we got to kind of push him away, unfortunately. But it's for the best because we don't want him reacting to every dog that he sees. So today's gonna be a good day because there's a lot of dogs out, so you're gonna see some good content. I'm not going to edit a lot of this for my private community. Y'all gonna see uncut, unedited video of me fixing leash reactivity real time. On YouTube, you're gonna just see some clips. So if you really wanna see the full video, go in the description, go to our website, sign up for our private community. Don't mind the outfit. It's only off because of the jacket. It's not raining though, so maybe I could have it unzipped so the outfit don't look too crazy. So if you have a reactive dog, a few things you need to make sure of. 5 things, right? Number 1, he has to have a good recall. His recall is so we've been working on that at home. Hey, sit. Number 2, he needs to be able to walk properly on a loose leash, so he can't lead you. So if he's leading you, you need to turn around. Number 3, hey, sit. Yes, he can't be on the beds. All right, so we're gonna tell his parents that he can't sleep on beds right now. He needs boundaries. Number 4 is, what's number 4? He can't jump. And then number 5, hey. Number 5 is, he needs a place command. That was number 5. So we've been working on that too. All right, so we're about to walk through. There's a lot of dogs today. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for hesitation. I'm looking for control. So like I said, I'm not looking for perfection. He's gonna bark a little bit because that's what he used to doing. But we're looking for him to hold himself back a little bit. Hey. Good. Yes. Good. Okay, let's go. So y'all gonna see me showing y'all how to properly correct a dog that is leash reactive. Like I said, first, before you can properly and justifiably correct a dog, you need to have some obedience in, right? So you should be able to stop, tell him to, hey, sit, right? If you can't do that with your dog out in public, you can't really correct them properly. Break. Hey, yes. All right, so basically what we want to do is get him to pay attention to us more than he's paying attention to his surroundings. A dog that's reactive literally doesn't know where you are on the leash. I promise you, any dog that you've ever seen that's reactive, they don't care if you stop on a leash, if you turn around, if you're walking forward. Hey, sit. Yes. Good sit. Perfect, we got a dog coming. Break. Okay, get a little closer. Sit. Mozzie? Yes. Good. Good, Mozzie. Hey. No. Let's go. All right, let's walk. A lot of action over here, but I guess we'll go on a full walk. How you doing? Shh. Sit. Good sit. So when you're working with this reactivity, there has to be a clear line between, hey, what is allowed and what's not allowed, right? If you're, hey, sit, yes. If you're correcting him for just being present, it's not gonna make a difference, right? We need to correct him only for the things that we don't want, which is uncontrollable barking, lunging, and not paying attention. That's the criteria, right? So if he's sitting and controlling himself back, but he's letting off little barks, that's not a time to really correct. You feel me? A time to correct, like that's not a real time to correct, but a time to correct is when he's like, "Rrr, rrr, rrr," or he gets up, starts moving when he stops paying attention to me, okay? Like I said, we're not looking for perfection right away. We can't possibly expect it. We're looking for progress, all right? Okay, we'll walk around and come back here. Dog parks are a great tool to use for training. You don't always have to go inside of a dog park to use it. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Yes. So you know, the craziest thing about this dog is that he was a part of our premium puppy placement program, right? That's the program where we fully train, we give them all foundational obedience by the age of about 12 weeks old, and then we find them a home. I know that the premium puppy placement works, but if you don't follow through, things can revert, of course. He's 10 months old, so he's at that age where things are reverting. This is a normal thing for a dog to go through around 10 months old to start reverting on their training. So it's a great time to start training at 8 months to a year old. Sit. Perfect time to get back into training. But I will say this, it is a breed thing. It's also possibly a genetic thing that creates that reactivity, all right? So, you know, you can do so much up front. You can teach him all the things in the world, but if you don't continue to train throughout his life, he's gonna revert, and then some things are gonna pop up. Break, come on. If you're in this private community, you getting the sauce, all right? You're getting the sauce. The best way to communicate using a leash, and I've made a video on it, but I'm gonna make it real explicit today. The best way to communicate using a leash is if he's not paying attention to where I'm at, if I'm stopping or turning around, then he's not locked in. And to fix leash reactivity, you gotta be locked in. Everything that I'm doing is to fix leash reactivity, okay? There's not an easy way to do it. There's not a soft way to do it. There's not a baby way to do it. You gotta hold them accountable the whole time. And then the real question is, like, how bad do you actually want these things to be fixed, right? If you aren't serious about your dog's leash reactivity being fixed, then you'll never fix it. Because it's a serious thing. It's not an easy thing to fix, even for the best dog trainers. Leash reactivity is tough. Hey, I don't know if y'all play basketball. If you got a dog and you played basketball before, this is your perfect exercise. Just cross this dude up. If he's a puller, if he's a reactive dog, you gotta cross him up. You feel me? I'm gonna hit him. Look, there you go, he playing defense. Oh no, I could cross him right there. There you go. There you go. You want your dog playing Kawhi Leonard defense on you. All right, we see a dog in a cut, we're gonna literally cut his path off. That's another thing you gotta do. If you have a reactive dog, I guess you should be a good trainer. You should know what you're doing, first of all, but with me, if I'm trying to fix a dog reactivity, I do the exact opposite of what most reactive dog owners do. They avoid dogs. I literally go after. I go towards the dogs, you know? That's the only way you're gonna fix the issues, if you go head first. If you have a reactive dog, like I said, and you're heading towards the dog, I need y'all to take a deep breath. Get him calibrated, right? He needs to be paying attention to you already. Take a deep breath. Don't worry about being embarrassed, right? You should have correction as a tool in your toolbox. Like I said, a good correction means he needs to have some pretty decent obedience. He needs to at least know what a sit is outside. You feel me? If your dog can't sit and give you his attention outside, bro, you might as well work on that first. We gotta work on that first. Oh my God. I can't believe he just turned around on us. We needed you, bro. Should we just turn around? Should we just keep going? He slowed down. Let's go. This is what I get paid the big bucks for, man. You know, I don't mind getting embarrassed, and I don't mind looking like I'm trying to follow somebody a little bit, but I'm not trying to follow them. Technically, I'm just trying to use them. But it might be too late. Hey, with me. Come on, bro. We could have helped each other out. I mean, he sees the dog. It's just not the same if we don't pass right by each other. Wow. Well, that's disappointing. That is disappointing. Okay. Let's go home then. Since nobody wants to walk their dog. Let's go. See, private community gonna get the real me. I mean, you two get the real me too, but you know, sometimes you gotta edit stuff. I understand if you have a reactive dog, I understand the concept of, oh, I need to avoid every dog because I don't wanna get embarrassed. But but if you just think about it for a little bit, you'll realize, how can I ever fix reactivity if I avoid every dog? It just doesn't make sense. All it does is actually make reactivity worse. That's all it does. For me to say that's all it does is actually downplaying it. You're literally making the reactivity worse every time you avoid another dog. Because when you do come in contact with a dog you can't avoid, then you haven't had the practice to handle it the right way, so it just gets worse and worse every time you come up to another dog. So you need to not only not avoid other dogs, but you need to actually go towards them and use them to help you. It's free training. Either that, or you can spend $150 for an hour session with somebody that has good dogs that can help you fix that. So you're either gonna pay $150, you're gonna pay thousands to do a board and train, or you're gonna find somebody that's walking their dog and try to use them for your advantage. So, I mean, you could pick, you could choose. We'll go back by the dog park since that's the only place people want to bring their dogs. Nobody wants to walk their dogs anymore. They just want to drop them off in the dog park and let them run around. Hey. Yes. Let's go. How you doing? Hey, sit. Okay. So that was the hardest correction you saw. He's growling at a person that ain't even paying attention to him. So that was very warranted. This is what y'all got to get through your mind too, right? Of course, dogs are unconditionally loving animals. You know, they deserve all the love in the world, but guess what? They deserve tough love too. And if you even see how dogs communicate with each other, if you've ever seen a dog tell another dog to calm down and give them some space, it's not like this. It's not, hey, hey, don't do that. Don't do that. It's you feel me? It's it ain't no, hey, don't do that, little boy. It's okay? So I'm not gonna him, but goddamn, I can't be soft with my correction. You know, I'm not gonna hurt him. You know, I know how to control my own strength, but if you're trying to communicate to your dog that what he did was not okay, you got to lean closer to how dogs communicate versus how humans that have English, that have, you know, are able to do mental gymnastics, and you can talk to a human and actually come to an agreement. You can't talk to a dog to tell him that he's doing something that you don't like. You can't do that. You gotta communicate it in a way that a dog can understand. It's gonna be a quick, that's why we do a pop and not a pull, because dogs communicate through quick, clear movements. Hey, let's go. Sit. Break. Let's go. Good boy. So I mean, y'all see right there, the quick, the quick correction, and I didn't even touch him. Right there, but the quick correction fixed it. You know, he was growling, he was huffing. I did a quick correction. No more growls, no more huffs. Let's get it. And like I said, I'm not looking for perfection, but there's certain things where it's just like not acceptable, right? growling and huffing and puffing at people that aren't even looking at you, that present no threat. It's a little girl and a dad watching people play soccer. Like, that's correction justified, right? I'm not hurting them, but I'm communicating that it's not okay, bro. It's not. So we'll see if that works. We're passing a family of little kids and a dad. No threat whatsoever. No need to huff and puff, right? Hopefully he understood what I tried to communicate to him last time, that he huffed and puffed at a non-threat. Let's see if it works, all right? How y'all doing? Mozzie, let's go. Good boy. So no huffs, no puff. He was just interested. No huffs, no puffs. He was veering off a little bit. That's the only reason I popped him back a little bit. But there was no need for a harsh correction. He understood what I communicated to him last time. That is what that's the progress we're looking for. You know, the quick, clear correction works if you do it the right way. So, I mean, I would rate this walk, and I have a clip of how he was acting with the harness on. So I would rate this probably a 7.5 out of 10. Leaning towards an 8. Like, he didn't do too much super crazy when we first got here. Obviously he was barking, but he wasn't doing what he was doing before me. The barking was ridiculous before me, right? So I think it's a 7.5 out of 10. The goal is before Wednesday to get to 8.5 out of 10. You know, if it's not gonna be a 10 out of 10. It's not. I don't have enough time. If I had 2 weeks, I could get the 10 out of 10. I could get to him not reacting probably. If I had 3 weeks for sure, but 2 weeks, I could get close. I could probably go 9 out of 10 in 2 weeks, but in 9 days, I think we can get to an 8.5 out of 10. Break, come on. Can we see? Oh yes, we get a dog to end it. Perfect. So let's see how we end this. I said 7.5. Can we push it to an 8 right here? That's a real question. Mozzie, sit. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Oh, there's 2 dogs. Okay, we really about to get our last test. Can we push it to an 8 out of 10? Right here. Let's go. Good morning.
Y'all doing training, huh?
Yeah, we are. Come on.
All right.
Hey. Good. Hey, sit. Yes. No barks. No barks, right? I had to correct him because he was doing a little too much, but no barks. That's how you know what we're doing is working. That doesn't matter. That's how you know what we are doing is working, right? Like I said, I did have to correct because he veered off. He lost attention to me, right? But we are trying to reduce the barking and the thing that makes his parents embarrassed. That wasn't embarrassing. That's a lot of dogs. That's probably over 50% of dogs do that, okay? Good boy. You did really good right there. So we just pushed it to an 8. That was 2 dogs, by the way. 2 dogs. One of the dogs was pulling. So another pulling dog can invoke reactions out of your reactive dog. Good boy. You did really good right there, man. Even though I had to correct, you did really good. Okay, let's go. That's fine. Let's go. Man, we did it. Almost. I mean, we haven't done it, but we did it. You feel me? From the first time we walked in this park and he was barking at the people in the dog park to being able to walk past 2 dogs with no barks and just a little bit of a lunge. Not even really a lunge, just lost attention to me. Sit. I think that was an amazing progress in 1 session. Now imagine if you do this every day. If you're serious about fixing your leash reactivity, this is something you might have to do every day or every other day. But if you do this every other day and you make a little bit of progress every other day in a month, in even less than a month, in 2 or 3 weeks, your dog will be able to walk past other dogs. And instead of barking and lunging, they're going to avoid the correction that comes with it and just decide, no, I'm not gonna bark, I'm not gonna lunge because I don't wanna get corrected. And that's when you have a dog that's no longer leash reactive. Let's go.